kick it away first. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Condors offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the sophomore running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the back. On the move at the 30. Open field on the right. At the 30. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the
touchdown, Condor! Great job by the back on the option.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. A 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll run the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sellers. Going deep. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Condors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. And it'll be the Condors are rolling down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Jukes his way for more. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Throwing, Sellers. He rifles one deep down the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Looking for a man. It's right. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He's going to throw deep right side. Got it down the field. Into plus territory. They stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack. The Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through the tackle. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fighting off the defender. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here's Sellers to throw. Here's the pressure. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. The Gamecocks been the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Unloads it left. He got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Sellers to the air again. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The give to the back. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And it'll be the Condors who will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were...
Lots of room to run. You want to talk about changing field position. A huge play takes it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy.
Maybe a crease. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Makes the catch, and he's free. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Around the end, it's Fuller. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The give on the option. Fights off a defender. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll test the right side. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here's the handoff. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give. Spins away from the defender. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Condors, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
3rd down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can out.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires on the move. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Sellers. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give to the back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. And it'll be the Condors come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the option. Now the pitch. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The run inside. It's Fuller. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's right. Throws to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Floating away. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Condors are in the hurry-up.
Bug meat windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice.
Snags it, and he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play. That is great. Fires
deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. He's got it again. Maybe some room here. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's Sellers to throw. He wants to go deep. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From inside, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Corralled by the kicking team. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The running back has it. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better. But